The American Mustang has always been a symbol of freedom and wildness. The ultimate renegade. To see these wild horses in their natural habitat, running in wide open spaces, is a breathtaking sight. Mustangs are close-knit herd animals who treasure their families above all else. And the close bonds they form are crucial both for their emotional and physical survival. They're gentle and loving towards their young, and yet these strong and powerful stallions can fight to the death to protect their mares. Wild horses have lived in the American romantic mythology for centuries. But each horse is a unique and sentient individual with their own history. This is the story of one stallion, Goliath, and his family. Goliath is a 25-year-old Mustang from Salt Wells Creek, Wyoming. Over the years, he had many mares, but his one constant companion was Red Lady, his lead mare and the love of his life. Goliath would do anything for her, including fight fierce battles with other stallions to keep her. He became an iconic wild horse of Wyoming. And in the many pictures of Goliath and his family, you can see Red Lady, often heavily pregnant with his foals, grazing happily or drinking in the waterhole where they lived. This was a closely knit, deeply loving, and happy family of wild horses. Then, everything changed. The Bureau of Land Management, known as the BLM, came to round up nearly 2,000 wild horses to clear this area for livestock, who graze the same public lands. The BLM used helicopters to chase the horses into traps. These roundups can last for hours, and the horses are run for miles before they are finally captured. Exhausted, often injured, and sometimes even killed, the Mustangs who survive have lost their freedom forever. Within hours of their capture, the families are torn apart. Stallions from mares, babies from their mothers. That day is the last time they will ever see each other again. Heartbroken, scared, and defeated, these horses are shipped to facilities around the West, most of them to spend a lifetime in captivity. A once wild and free horse now stands in a crowded steel corral, never to run again. Skydog Sanctuary first heard about Goliath when he was rounded up in the fall of 2017. We were devastated that an iconic stallion who lived free for so many years had been captured, Goliath was taken to a BLM holding facility, where he was branded on his hip and neck, and then gelded, separated from his loving family with no hope of ever seeing them again. He was now captive with hundreds of other horses, destined to spend a lifetime in a dirt pen. Goliath then appeared on the BLM internet adoption, and Skydog became determined that he would not live out his life in a small space, confined and domesticated. This noble horse represented everything about the importance of keeping Mustangs wild and free. We at Skydog wanted to give him back his freedom, and more than that, we hoped to reunite him with some members of his family, a goal we had long held but feared we would never realize. Skydog did a fundraiser for Goliath, and the response was overwhelming. Hundreds of people stood up to support him and us to bring Goliath to a sanctuary that is similar to the wild lands he roamed while free. Goliath seemed to move every single person who read about him, and each one of them was compelled to take an action towards helping him. Then something even more miraculous happened. A wonderful woman in Colorado, who had 2 months earlier adopted Red Lady, Goliath's lead mare, reached out to say that she too wanted to reunite them. We went to pick Red Lady up and bring her to our 9,000-acre sanctuary in Oregon. It was as if she knew that there were greener pastures ahead, because she immediately hopped on the trailer to begin her new life. After weeks of waiting and praying, Skydog won the bid for Goliath and traveled to the BLM corrals in Utah to collect him. He loaded and was on his way, traveling across the country to a new home, far away from the one he knew in Wyoming and the corrals he had been penned in for months.
Take me where your river flows. I want to drive on your open road like the wilderness where we are born, singing whoa. There's an ocean in your eyes, a million stars that paint the sky. So we'll drift down with the tide, singing whoa. You and me, let's fly away somewhere past the Milky Way. Maybe we'll return someday. Don't wake me up, don't wake me up.
The next morning, the trailer carrying Goliath pulled through the gates of Skydog Sanctuary. He leapt out of the trailer and took off running up the hill. Turning once to let out a mighty snort before taking off into the distance, as far away from people as he could get. It was a thing of beauty to watch him run free once again. Then we opened the gates of the barn where Red Lady had been, and she trotted out into the snow, unaware that her mate was sniffing the air and turning around to look into the distance.
Here he comes.
In one long, beautiful, endless gallop across a snowy pasture, Goliath ran towards all that he loved, cherished, and cared for.
Red Lady. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Red Lady glided towards him when she saw him coming, her tail and nose high, proud and in awe. And the first thing Goliath did when he reached her, he touched his nose to her belly, which was starting to swell with their last fall. He nosed the belly twice before greeting her. Then they turned and took off running into the woods above them. If there was ever any doubt about the bonds these horses make, they were gone. And now, a month later, Red Lady has given birth to their final foal together. This final foal, conceived before the brutal Roundup and born out of so much love and compassion, is thriving, taught how to be a wild horse by his parents, who run free once more. To see a band of horses run and feel the ground beneath your feet shake is an experience and a privilege we should cherish and protect for future generations. We need wild horses free. It's important to know that somewhere over the distant mountains and away from our crowded cities, there is something of beauty and spirit that is one with the earth. It's important for us to know the wild horses are there, even if we never actually see them. As long as the last Mustangs are running free somewhere out there, our imaginations can run free with them, and for a moment, our spirits will be free also. This film is dedicated to all the wild horses still standing in holding pens all over the American West. To find out more about how you can help support Skydog Sanctuary, rescue and care for more horses, please go to our website, skydogranch.org. Hi, I'm Claire Staples-Reed, the founder of Skydog Sanctuary. As you saw in our film about Goliath, our wild horses need your help. We have to make our voices heard that endless roundups and holding pens are not the answer to managing our public lands or the wild horses who live on them. Sanctuaries like Skydog are a vital part of the solution for Mustangs, both for the horses who live here and the people to learn about them and the issues of public land management. To find out what you can do for the horses here, the horses in holding, and the ones still living wild and free, please go to our website action page. Go to skydogranch.org and please get involved in this issue and help us help horses stay with their families, just like Goliath, Red Lady, and Little Bodie. Thank you.